Okay, we have a supplementary question from Laurence Xu-Nan.
It's important for the minister to understand that the burden of proof on how much charter schools are spending per capita isn't on us and also on the committee. It's on the minister to be able to provide that per capita cost. And based on what we're seeing in terms of budget 2026, 2027, with the number that's just been given, it is still outrageously more than what the per capita cost and funding towards a state school student is. That's just simple math. So would the minister be able to, or the officials be able to provide us an actual number?
Yes, we have provided extensive analysis of the setup costs and the operating costs of the schools and demonstrated that in both cases, the amount per student is less than for a state school. The burden of proof is on us, yes, and we have gone to great lengths to demonstrate.
What we haven't seen, as the minister would appreciate, of any good assessment is actually the workings. So if the ministry wouldn't mind providing us with a calculation for that, because again, based on the budget, that's not what we'll see.
Well, I think you'll find that the workings are that this is the formula. This is how much money you get for having a student in a charter school. So, there is no working, it's just that's the amount we pay them. And it's less than the state spends on state schools across the country.
Again, that's not being reflected in terms of the actual number that the minister mentioned as in charter schools versus the budget. But I want to move on and ask the minister.
We've addressed that though, and you persist in trying to, and this is why I gave you the analogy of the restaurant, to take the costs of a policy in its first few days and then try and extrapolate that out over 10 years is misleading the public.
But I also want to use the same analogy that when we have a restaurant, there's an initial excitement to it, but then the quality does decrease over time. So the analogy itself is
Not the restaurants I eat at.